Thank you so much, Ari. Really appreciate it. Great run. Sorry you had some trouble with that one room, but otherwise it was great. Pardon me for my echo. During that run, we got a $10 donation from Strafe Machine, and he says, I forgot my name when I donated the $20 during the race, lol. Now, I know this is a positivity space, Strafe, but to try and take credit for Anonymous's generosity, considering how much money Anonymous has given to various charities over the years, I think that's a little bit rough. I'm just kidding. Thank you very much for that donation, Strafe, and the previous one. Up next, we have Castlevania Rondo of Blood with Forensic. And following that, we're into our Silent Hill block. So stay tuned, guys. We're moving right along. Thanks for being with us, and we'll be right back with Castlevania.
Die Dunkelheit trübte ihre Sinne und das Böse fraß sich tief in ihre Seelen.
And hello, what is up, everybody? Time for some Castlevania. Nice way to kick off this Konami block of Konami games coming up here. Looking forward to the Silent Hill block coming up directly after this one. I know we're trying to stay on time. We got a little bit behind and we gained some time back. I'll try to make it quick. Just a quick shout out to the guys who made it to AGD 2019. From what I understand, it's all three of them are on their first appearance at AGDQ. And this marks our third time in a row that we're sending MGSR guys. So obviously we're doing something that they like. Still got a couple of bonus games open to unlock if anybody feels like donating. Of course, the money is going to get these guys to the show. So we're looking forward to that. So we got Castlevania Rondo of Blood. I'm playing on a Nintendo Wii Virtual Console. You'll download this game as long as you have Wii points. I believe they're going to close that Virtual Console, the Wii store down just a matter of months. As long as you still have Wii points, you can still buy the game, or you can hack a Wii, or you can even play it on PS4 now. And so a lot of people ask me why I play on Wii. And one time I had heard somebody ask Slade why he plays MGS1 on a PS1 when he could maybe be playing it on a PS2 with fastest speed, and his simple answer was he just liked it better. And so that's the reason I play on this one. I think Requiem is a few seconds faster, but really not that much. This isn't even really a port, it's just emulation. As far as the way this game runs, and it runs just a little bit faster than what it would be on the PC engine that it was originally released on in '93. So let's go ahead and get started. I really like the pixel art in this game, and the pixel art animations. Or air blowing in the wind there. Maria only, so no Richter in this one. It's any percent. Try to start the timer when I take control here. Usually I actually use a countdown to come into it, so I don't have to have my hands on a controller and a keyboard. Off we go through stage 1. This room doesn't really have any RNG in it, but there's a lot of RNG in this game. Tasteful RNG. The way down the stairs. All Castlevania games have stairs. And as you know, if you played the game, nobody skips stairs in Castlevania. Step on every single one of them. Really like the animation of Maria going down the stairs. Such authority. Our way up to the first boss fight of the game. One is the water snake. Of course, Maria, a little more OP in the damage she can deal. But when she takes damage, in comparison to Richter, she takes a lot more damage, and her damage boost is a lot more dramatic. Try to land a dragon on this guy. Wasn't quite the critical I was hoping for. Alright. First phase that you can take him out in. That's the one I did in. Of course, he comes back for one last strike on you, and I really love that animation. Really huge sprite there. As it falls back into the water. Forgot what the 90s were like. Everything ends with a freeze frame. Stage 2, you don't want to fall asleep in this. You'll end up feel like after a really good water dragon fight that you can come into this one and relax a little bit, but not at all. There's some RNG here, mostly in these skull stacks. So it keeps you on your toes. I think it has tasteful RNG. RNG can be annoying to speedrunners, but can also keep things fresh, I think. Go ahead and fall down here. All Castlevania games have Ferryman. He's your friend. He's going to take you to the technical boss fight of this stage. And if you play other Castlevania games, you probably recognize these guys, these fishmen. Pretty similar to the ones in Sympathy of the Night. Probably identical to the ones from Dracula X. Well, I've never played Dracula X before, but I'm sure this game shares a lot of intellectual property with that game. Yeah, Maria's birds are pretty OP. You know, the whip does damage in one direction. The birds do damage in both directions. I really haven't mentioned the secret move yet, but there's a fighting... Kind of reminds me of fighting games, how there's a combination of buttons you can press that will release the Guardian Knuckle. I'll refer to it as GK most of the time. Don't need it yet, but a very OP move. That makes this run a lot easier if you learn how to do it. Difficult to learn, difficult to master. I'll probably drop a lot of GKs today. Wait for this guy come down low enough to be able to release a dragon. If you guys wondered why I grabbed that big heart earlier, it's to do that. Costs a lot of hearts to drop that dragon. 5 hearts. Way through here. Nice double kill there. And 1, 2, 3, a bit of running, jump, and you can manipulate that guy. He has really good programming. His AI programming is really good. Lots of RNG out of this skull stack, and they're going to go easy on me today. Did nothing. That is the best RNG you can get out of that. They can shoot flames, they can fireballs, arcing fireballs, all sorts of things. come out of that. All three of them can attack. And we're into our second boss fight. This one's pretty easy, but it does have RNG. Let's see what kind of RNG we get here. Actually using the turret. Whoa! Never seen it do that before. Wow. I'm gonna have to save that. Literally done this boss fight hundreds of times, and I've never seen that fire attack in the first phase. And like a lot of these stages, if you get through them quick, they're easy. You start missing attacks, or they get ahead of you, then all of a sudden their attacks get insane. And so I really had to just improvise there. I've never been to that position before with that low health. Frogs have really good AI programming. They get you really hard to not take more than 1 piece of damage, or 1 HP of damage. These crows, they like to kind of swoop in at the last second. After you land, she stays flat-footed for a little bit. I really want to go into this boss fight with full health. So it's important to not get attacked by any of these frogs, skeletons. The skeleton locations are RNG. You can go right under them as long as there's no frogs. I bet this stage is probably a little tricky for Richter, as those those bouncing guys, they like a lot of enemies in this program have some pretty insane AI programming. But for Maria, we can just literally roll right through it. Come into the boss of this stage. This is where we're going to need to execute that Guardian Knuckle. Otherwise, this can be a really difficult fight. Oh, look at that. An insane amount of damage boost that she takes. It'll just knock you backwards, and I mean, you can roll off the stage in certain areas. So that is really the downside of playing with Maria. And you can avoid that big damage boost as long as you're ducking down like that. Alright, so far so good. We go into the ship stage. Every Castlevania game has a ship stage. And that new Bloodstained Ritual of the Night game has a ship stage, as it was a playable demo during E3 a few years ago. Grabbed the red birds. They're orange in the picture, but this is why we grabbed them. A little bit there. But they go up, so that's why we like those birds. And the picture frame boss. 1 hit, 1 kill. Gonna want to use the Guardian Knuckle. Want to catch it on the way back. So it's going to go up and over. There we go. The picture frame grabs you, it sucks you into the picture. I think it was just a really cool animation, although you die. And up to the top part of the stage. These birds look annoying, it's because they actually are. Just keep moving. Oh, big damage boost there. Missed my GK. Oh, my, more damage here. There you go. 1 GK should take care of those guys. Oh no, I'm gonna die. So yeah, as long as you can move through this stage quickly enough, you don't really have to deal much trouble. As soon as you start messing up on the GKs, everything catches up to you. best to get it first try. Switch back to the dragon. I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. Amazing. Can take some damage in here. That's all right. Castlevania's version of the ration is a star here. Always kind of hidden in the blocks. Most people know that for the male characters, it's typically a piece of meat. But for Maria, she gets her own special types of rations. It's usually a little more pretty. Something like an ice cream cone or a star. Pina colada. So we want lots of hearts here so we can do the dragons. Hopefully he stays left or to the right. Crits. Alright, so now we got the skulls. They touch you, then he does another phase of skulls. Good. One more GK and we're out of here. Nice frame leg there. I think it kind of looks cool, like you're floating in air. Actually a cutscene right after this this fight. But as long as you're playing on a New Game Plus file, which I am, you can go right into the next stage. That would be the only cutscene game. Besides the ending credits. We go with Boss Rush. This first bat is kind of tricky. Gotta land 2 GKs. One of them I have to do backwards. I have to do while jumping backwards, see if we get it. Yeah. Didn't quite do all the damage I could have on the first GK though, so I had to use a dragon as a backup strat. Dropping a lot of GKs there. It's alright though. Still full health. We go with Mummy. If you have headphones, plug them in. This game has great music. It's a CD-based game. And of course he drops that Pina Colada. We don't actually need it, but I ended up landing on it anyway. Get ready to face Frank. Who has to grab you here? If you let that boss play out, he can just start raining damage on you. Just want to take care of him early. And our final boss is known as Shaft and his 2 bowls. Yeah, I literally can't make this stuff up. You can take damage after the fight, and you want to run that health bar down as low as you can, just because it saves time on the timer, the final ticker. At stage 7, the bats are RNG. There could be 2 bats, there could be no bats, could be 1 bat. Maybe the bat has a sword. It's like no first bat. The second bat, this bat has a sword. You can't belly slide under the sword. And off into the ascension part of the stage. Very difficult section, and always really happy to get out of that part without any damage. You're gonna go ahead and use a clip right here. Fall right through. That makes that part pretty easy. See that those enemies are pretty scary. Don't want to deal with them. This is probably the easier of the gear stages, but Ria's can be a little bit wily in the way she jumps. You can only, if you jump lefty, you're gonna go left. You really can't correct it all that much. So sometimes I fall through there. This is really the last GK of the game. And we no longer need our special move anymore. Oh, you know what I just did? Forgot to do my clip. Oh no, where am I? Spaced out there a little bit. It'll work out. So you can clip through those walls. And she has double jump. And marathon strats, just have to grab a bowl of cereal there. Now this is a boss fight with Shaft's Ghost. There's a cheese you can do, but you have to kind of get RNG lucky and execute well. Oh, that bat got me. That was RNG. Alright. That's a hard boss fight. A lot of those secondary enemies are pure RNG. And we make our way into the final stage. What is a man? Yep, there he is. I'm talking here, just fighting. If I'm good, I can get this out in 3 phases. And I have a chance to do it if I can execute. I couldn't execute. And I get out of the second phase. In one phase, he can jump over you, and that's it. Time at the orb grab. 18:11, pretty close to my estimate. I was really happy that you guys let me run this game because I really enjoyed the game. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Forensic, for that wicked run. Loving watching these older, quicker runs. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, that's going to be it for me. I'm Mac McD. I've been restreaming these last couple of runs, but don't worry, there's lots more marathon coming up. The Silent Hill block is next. Starting with the original, being run by Plywood. The arguably best in the series, Silent Hill 2, with Punchy immediately after that. And then one of, you know what, I actually liked this game, Silent Hill Homecoming with Starwind taking up the rear in the block. I'm going to hand over the restreaming to another person here at MGSR. It'll be down for a couple of seconds, but don't panic, we'll be right back up. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for hanging out, guys. And yeah, stick around for more runs.